Hello, good evening everyone. My name is Abhishek Nandev Garje and today date is 8 October 2024 and time is 8 p.m. So my today's video topic is types of constructors in Java. So let's start with today's video. Where before going to see types of constructor, let's first see what is mean constructor. So constructor in Java is a special type of method. It is a similar like method, but the only difference is uh, constructor name is similar as class name, and constructor doesn't have any explicit return type like void. Means we can declare a method's name different than class, but we cannot declare the constructor name other than class name. If we declare the constructor name as a different than class name, then it becomes a method, not an constructor. So in every program there is at least one constructor is there. If we doesn't declare any constructor, then at the time of execution, JVM automatically insert constructor in our program. So let's see types of constructor. There are main three types of constructor in Java. First is default constructor, second is parameterized constructor, and third is copy constructor. So let's see one by one. Um, First one is the default constructor. So default constructor in Java is a constructor in that there is no arguments or parameters in constructor. Means we directly call the constructor and doesn't give any parameter. And the syntax of default constructor is let's take a class as a test. So let's see which let's see example class test, below that test, bracket, and in that bracket there is no parameters or arguments are given to the constructor. This is a default constructor. Second type is parameterized constructor. So a parameterized constructor, in that parameterized constructor we give the parameters to the constructor, parameters or arguments. Um, the syntax of parameterized constructor is class name, then constructor name, in the parenthesis we give the arguments or parameters, and below in the constructor we give the values for that parameters. This is parameterized constructor. The third type of constructor is a copy constructor. So copy constructor in Java, in that in copy constructor we refer another object to the constructor. Means in constructor we doesn't initialize values or doesn't give parameters. We just give the reference of another object. The syntax of copy constructor is class name, then constructor name, and in parentheses object name dot refer. It is the syntax of copy constructor. There are other types of constructors are also like private constructor. So whenever we declare a constructor as a private, that means we cannot use that constructor outside the class. Means if we declare a constructor as a private, then we can only access that constructor within a class. Uh, and some points about constructor is, when there is no need to call the constructor separately. Means whenever a object of a class is created, that time constructor gets automatically called. Means there is no need to call the constructor separately. uh, these are the some points about constructor and some of types of constructors and its information. So that's all for today's video. Thank you.